Today, we have the best 50 wingers in FIFA. I'm gonna tell you who you need in the starting 11. Beautiful people, what's happening? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. We have 5 tiers. Elite Division, Rank 1, Foot Champ, the Middies, and the Pine, which stands for the bench. You don't wanna be there. If you want more of these ultimate tiers, make sure to drop some love on the video and give me your opinion. Don't just say you disagree. Quickly, and the only criteria, all of these players must be able to naturally play as a left mid, left wing, right mid, right wing, okay? And this is ability based. I don't care about the price points. The second Pele, Foot Champs. You can use him, but he's not in the upper echelon. Al Ryan, wow, straight to the Elite Division immediately. If you watch the esports scene, if you've gone up against this sweat fest of a rat-tastic phenom. Gareth Bale, beautiful value addition. Congrats on your retirement. Foot Champs is where I'm gonna put him for now. I should mention, it's likely some of these players will be adjusted by the end of the video. Don't go anywhere. Beckham, wow, what an upgrade. That Team of the Year icon addition with the burner. I'm gonna start him off in rank 1. Jude Bellingham can technically be a winger or an outside midfielder. I wouldn't play him there, but I'm not gonna deny him of that elite status. Team of the Year Bellingham, Jude is singing all sorts of songs. And Georgie Best, taking a step in the wrong direction. He might be able to push into rank 1. I just think he's fallen off in hype, but not necessarily capability. Brolin! In fact, if I'm putting him in Foot Champs, I think Best has to go up to rank 1. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. I like that. It's debatable for me, but I'm gonna put him here for now. Joe Cole. I mean, these are the best of the best. I don't know if we're gonna have a lot of middies or pine selection. Correa is super underrated. I actually am tempted to put him into rank 1. That's how much I rate him. I back this man. And he's kissing the World Cup trophy and the dynamic image. Di Maria, I have had some moments with you. I don't know if that's popular or unpopular, but this is my list. Landon Donovan, I'm super biased. And if I'm putting him into Foot Champs, I'm actually gonna bring Joe Cole down to the middies. I think Landon Donovan is a notch above Joe Cole this year. João Felix, he's official. I put in some sessions. He might move up a notch. I'm trying to compare him to Correa in terms of levels of expression and output. He's giving me some Portuguese. We're just gonna push him to rank 1. Phil Foden, Foot Champs. Some of you might even have in the middies. I don't think he's game changing, not this iteration at least. Forlan, I absolutely love him this year. Play him up front. You don't really want him as a winger, even though he can play that position. So maybe that's a disclaimer. If you're gonna play Forlan as a winger, I would drop him lower in my list. However, if you're going up front, he can get you that chemistry from a wing position, but play him centrally. Garencha, got a lot of love and appreciations. Gavi definitely deserves a future stars item. I wouldn't play him out wide. I would definitely prefer him centrally, but I know what he's capable of. There's a lot of stats in the right places. Mr. Ginola, yeah, he's still in that elite status. I actually think he's on the come up. There was a period where I felt that players took a break from Ginola, but he is back in full-fledged offensive onslaught. Papa Gomez, I'm going to the middies. Something's missing for me. He's responsive. Haji, I don't know that he changes the game enough. Thierry Henry, I'm gonna give him the Foot Champs, but disclaimer, I'd play him up front. He's not agile enough to be an effective winger. If you're gonna play him out wide, I would even move him to the middies if that is your game plan. But centrally, this is where he would go. Jarzinho, beast, undeniable. Dirk Kuyt, maybe the biggest surprise. I just made a video talking about some of my favorite players. I packed this Kuyt item. In full transparency, I was disappointed with the pack. Laudrup, the Pine. This is gonna be his last year of FIFA. I'm calling it now. He will be sent into early secondary retirement, similar to Inzaghi. Luis Figo, all the stats, but never has the delivery. I would not give him a bunch of stars. Going to the middies. Brand new Alvarez item. I'm going into the rank 1. I think there could be some shifting and maneuvering in general with this player. Money Mahrez, so much fun to use. I can't deny him of rank 1, at least not on the first go through. Makaleli, this is a weird scenario because as a holding mid, pretty dominant, still limited going forward. I know this is technically a winger and he can play as an outside midfielder. Don't do that. It doesn't make any sense. Mane has to be rank 1. I'm tempted to put him into the elite division. I really and truly appreciate Mane. I think he's one of the most underrated players in FIFA every single year, especially when you get some of these upgrades and these promo items. Lothar, if you're gonna play him out wide, he'd probably be in the middies or even the Pine. But if you take him from that wing position and then play him centrally as a center mid or a holding mid, rank 1 could work. I actually think I'm gonna move him down to Foot Champs. Mbappe, immediately to elite division. the best player in the game. Messi, again, 98 overall, spectacular. That razzle dazzle, and congratulations once again on the World Cup. Can we take a moment? I don't care how big of a fanboy you are of Ronaldo or Ibra, Messi has earned his placement in the history books. Completely. Mudryk, new item. I think a little overly hyped. We're going to put him into foot champs. I'm not going to give him that extra bump. Nedved, one of my favorite players of all time. Actually had an opportunity to meet him, and I was scared to do so because if he didn't live up to the expectation, then I would be disappointed. I don't know if that has ever happened to any of you at home. Neymar, still getting extra nice with it. Witty with the expressions and the rebuttals. I'm actually going to give him an extra little push to the elite division. He competes in that party, in that grouping. JJ, I love him this year. I think it's the best version he's ever had, hands down. Payet, the Santa edition. Pele still got to go to the forefront for me in that elite division. Perisic, love this item. Again, if you need a value pickup, you get an unbelievable ROI, return of investment with Perisic. This new Pires, I really like him. My first instinct says rank 1. Am I overdoing it? Pogba flashback. I don't love the item. I don't love the price point. I know this is not a value equation, but he doesn't do it for me. He might even be going to the pine, but is Pogba better than Laudrup? Yes. That's my logic right now. I'm giving you my headspace. Ribery, we're going into foot champs. Richarlison, foot champs as well. I'm waiting for one more upgrade, and you should play him up top. Rivaldo, I don't like you. Sorry. Ronaldinho, wow. What a reintroduction into the franchise. This team of the year icon design looks beautiful. Chef's kiss. Mo Salah, I think he's got to be rank 1. He causes so many issues for me. I always think he's not going to become a problem or a headache, and I am wrong every single time. Sonaldo. Don't remember which throwback FIFA. Was it a 19 or a 20? He had this purple variation that was just disgusting. Stoichkov, kind of underrated. I still don't see him getting above foot champs, especially if you play him as a winger. We just have too many options that are viable. Vinicius Jr. qualified for foot champs. I still struggle to score a bunch of goals with him. And last but not least, we have Zinedine Zidane. Again, I might bump him to elite, starting him off in rank 1. I don't know if that's fitting. Zidane just gives you the total package in the midfield. I don't want to take that away from him. What adjustments are we going to make? The pine with Laudrup and Rivaldo, they're not moving up. The middies, I think these 5 should be there. So let's review some of the foot champs. Does anyone need to go up or down? And this guy's a lot less proven at the moment, so take that with a grain of salt. Landon Donovan, I promise you, is not an American biased. If you've used this item, you were pleasantly surprised. I think I'm going to bring Richarlison down, and I'm not sure any of these players are moving up. I don't think so. Not for me. Not for yours truly. As for rank 1, I love Forlan. I don't think the game's outaged him. He just can't play on the wing. Truly cannot play on the wing and get the same level of output. A lot of you would have Dirk Kuyt down a notch, but again, I put in a lot of minutes with him, a lot of time. I believe in the guy. As much as I've enjoyed Payet, I think that I'm going to bring him down to foot champs. One of my favorite players, but for the majority of you, I feel that he's going to fall more into this tier, and I want to give you proper advice. This Pires is different than any previous Pires. I also think I'm going to bring the Perisic down to foot champs as much as I like him, and from a value standpoint, he's there. Truly underrated, under the radar type of player. I'm going to go ahead and give Beckham the last minute pusher to that elite division. I just don't know if we're ever going to have another item where he's got that much pace to go with the precision and those characteristics that just make him unique to the game. Switching the pitch, passing from anywhere and everywhere, whippage on point. That's the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have not subscribed, it's free to do so, and I'll have more content coming out ASAP.